told you guys yesterday, it is extremely important to know how to use the AC method, but it's more important to know when to use the AC method. So don't just jump straight into a problem and start doing the AC method. Because the A value is a 4, our first look is always, can we take a 4 out? And in this problem, can we take a 4 out? Yes, we can factor out a 4. And if I factor out a 4, I'm left with x squared plus 1x minus 20. Now do you guys see how my A value is this invisible 1 in front of the x squared? When your A value is a 1, we can factor this into two binomials. So we need two numbers that multiply and give us negative 20, but when I combine them, I get that positive 1 right there. What kind of 5 and what kind of 4? Negative 5 is incorrect. Positive 5 and negative 4 will give me negative 20, but when you combine them, they give you that positive 1. So this is our answer without having to do the AC method. All right, on number 2, again, the first thing we always check is this actually an AC problem? So my A value is a 5. Can I take a 5 out of all three terms? No. So this is an AC problem. First step is always to take out the middle term and put in two blanks. Step number 2 is the reason we call it an AC method is to remind you to multiply your A value 5 times your C value 9, which is a positive 45. Now we need to list the factors of 45, and they have to combine to give me a positive 46. And does anybody know what numbers multiply to give you 45, and when you add them you get 46?
Positive 45 and positive 1.
That's right, 1 and 45. Now I'm going to rewrite that and say 1x and 45x, because those are what I have to plug in. I'm going to put the positive 45x here and the positive 1x here. Now this is where I always underline one side blue and the other side purple. On the blue side, what's the most I can factor out of those two terms? I can take out a 5x, and I'm left with an x plus 9. On the purple side, what is the only thing you can take out? A positive 1. And I'm left with an x plus 9. Now if you remember, we have to have the same parentheses, and do we have the same parentheses in both blue and purple? Yes, so we know we're going to get this right. X plus 9 is one of my binomials, and whatever's left, the 5x plus 1, is my other binomial. With problem number 3 here, again, the most important step is always the very first thing you got to look at. Is this actually an AC method problem? No. So because this is a 6, my first step is always to look, can I take out a 6 from all three terms? And the answer is yes. So therefore, this is not an AC method problem. I'm going to take out a 6, and I'm left with x squared minus 6x minus 40. Now, my A value is that invisible 1 there. Because my A value is 1, we can factor this into two binomials. So what numbers multiply to give me negative 40, but when I combine them, I get negative 6.
Negative 10 and 4.
Negative 10 and 4. On number 4, again, the first thing we always look for is this actually an AC method? So because my A value is 2, I say, can I take a 2 out of all three terms? And the answer is no. So that means this is an AC method problem. Step number 1 is always to put two blank spots instead of the middle term. Step number 2 is because it's called the AC method, I multiply my A value 2 times my C value 45, and I get 90. Now I need the factors of 90 that multiply to give me 90, but when you add them, you get 23. And I'm going to start off with 1 times 90. They do not add up to 23, so I cross those off. 2 times 45 do not add up to 23. 3 times 30 do not add up to 23. 4 times nothing, so that doesn't work. And 5 times 18. That does add up to 23, so I'm going to use the numbers 5 and 18. So 5x and 18x, I need to plug into those 2 spots. Now, the 5x, would you put it next to the 2x squared or the 45? 45. But again, you do not have to put your 5x there. If you switch these positions, you would still get it correct. Now I divide it into a blue side and a purple side. On the blue side, what's the most I can factor out?
2.
2 and a x. And 2x times x gives me 2x squared. And 2x times 9 gives me the 18x. On the purple side, what can I factor out? 5. So I'm going to factor out a positive 5. And 5 times x gives me 5x. And 5 times positive 9 gives me the positive 45. Did I get the same parentheses in both blue and purple?
Yes.
Yes. So we know we're going to get this right. X plus 9 is one of my answers. And 2x plus 5 is my other answer.